Yeah, no problem.
2 minutes late. Okay. Yeah. Can you pronounce your name actually?
Pranay. Actually, Kadari is my surname. You can call me Pranay Lakshit.
Pranay. Yeah, okay. Okay.
Yeah, Pranay is fine. Yeah.
Okay. Great. So yeah. Sorry, actually,
Yeah,
some
yeah, I understand. It is
interview
a.
in interview it was not happen. It should not happen like this. But
Yeah, yeah.
unfortunately, today is uh,
Holiday, right? Yeah, I
yeah,
understood.
holiday.
Even I also surprised when I received the email yesterday evening. I received it.
Mm-hmm.
Even I also surprised because Christmas, right? Everyone been the holiday, that too long weekend.
Yeah, I
Uh,
seriously don't know. Just even I am not accepted this meeting as well.
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
these HR people, no, they are
Yes.
like they don't have any jobs other than the scheduling the
Scheduling
interview
the
and catching up the candidates, right? So they are,
that is their only job.
yeah, and they
Uh,
feel like we are very free and we are very easy to. I mean,
hmm.
very. I mean, what to say? Like only we are there for interviews, say
Interviews. Yeah,
something
yeah,
like that.
understood.
They don't know how much effort we are going to put it into a project, and sometimes when we
Hmm.
get a vacation, we will feel like
Yeah.
happy. Okay, fine.
Yes.
Today we have a vacation. At least we should not touch the laptop like that. We feel it, but these HR will not leave us.
Again, the same things will happen.
Yeah, that's true.
Hmm.
Okay, great,
I
great. I,
understood. Hmm. Yeah, understood. No worries. Yeah. Sorry for this trouble.
hey, no problem, no problem. I should ask you sorry because I make you to wait long time.
Yeah, no issues in that. Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
Fine.
okay.
No
Thank you.
problem.
Okay, let's begin not to waste another some time.
Yeah.
Let's try to understand your strength, skill
Hmm.
set, and as also strength of your tools, like on what tools you have been expertise, and also like day-to-day activities, which are the tools you have been touched through. I mean, touching and using from scratch. If you have done any implementation, like any tools, you can explain me that as well. Also, you can introduce yourself, like how many years of experience and currently where you are working on. And because why
Yeah.
I'm asking all this is because she know how to schedule the meeting, but she didn't know to copy the, I mean, attach the CV. I don't have any CV of yours. Without CV, how
Uh,
can I? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. If you want, I can share my CV in
Yeah,
to in
it will be great if you can share me to the same email ID. You can share me only me.
yeah, yeah. This only, right? Lakshit, right?
Yeah.
Lakshit
Yeah.
dot dv.
Yes, correct.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sending. I'm
Okay.
attaching my CV here.
Okay. Great. Yeah. Meantime, you can start your.
Yeah, yeah, sure. Yeah, myself, Pranay. I have total 4.5 years experience in uh, DevOps.
Okay.
One second. Yeah, Lakshit, it's done. I sent my CV. You
Okay.
can check it. Yeah.
Okay.
Total, I have 4.5 years of experience in DevOps and cloud. And I started my career as a junior DevOps engineer. And where in that, initially, I worked on AWS. In AWS, I worked on EC2, S3 buckets and EBS, VPC, IAM, Road 53, and EKS, Elastic Kubernetes Service. So, coming to the DevOps tools, I worked on Git and Maven, Jenkins CI/CD pipelines.
Mhm.
So I designed from the scratch, and I did CI/CD automation.
Mhm.
Uh, and we by using I integrated in that Sonar Cube for code analysis test, and then for Docker and Kubernetes, and Prometheus and Grafana for monitoring. So later I've worked on GCP cloud. So in my second organization, so here I got a chance to explore on Terraform tools, Terraform IAC, infrastructure as a code. So by using Terraform, I created the GCP infra, like compute engine. I worked on compute engine, BigQuery, Cloud SQL, Cloud Function, and mainly GK, Google Kubernetes Engine.
Mhm.
And so in DevOps side, I got a chance to work on the PagerDuty alerting tools and monitoring Jabix. And I used for another project, I worked on Splunk on call also to receive by receiving the alerts. So immediately we use it to debug on the things. and currently I'm working as a senior cloud engineer in L&T Mindtree. So here I'm working for the Honeywell client. So here my responsibilities are mainly I wasn't in the proactive monitoring by using um, uh, these monitoring Grafana dashboards and cloud monitoring, and I was involved in the patching activities for the EC2 servers, and in GCP for the compute engines. And yeah, that's it about myself.
Great. Okay, so
Yeah.
you've been touched around all across area.
uh,
Okay,
yeah.
fine. Let's go to the. I think you have not attached the CV of in your mail. I think.
Yeah, attach like K Pranay, AWS GCP DevOps engineer. I attached, I mean, just now I sent by 2:37, 2 minutes
Ah,
ago.
okay. 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 Yeah.
Yeah.
And one more mail, right? Okay.
Yeah, yeah, one more.
Okay. Fine.
Second one.
Let's go to the tool-based questionnaires. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Firstly, I'll go to the version control. Git and GitHub, you have been expertise, right? So,
Yes, yes, Git and GitHub.
so how much you are going to rate yourself for the Git and GitHub out of 5?
Yeah, out of 5, I can give Git for 4.
Great. Okay. So, can you please explain me your branching strategy? How was your branching strategy? How are you going to work with the release activities when I mean with your branching strategy?
Yeah, sure, obviously. So in our organization, our Git branching strategy. So mainly we have 4 different branches. One is for main, that is for production. Apart from main, we have dev branch and staging branch and release branch.
Mm-hmm.
So in these 3 branches, we integrated in the CI/CD. So initially, the developers will push the code into the dev branch. So where the developers will they check their code exactly um, pushed, deployed or not. And after dev branch, we have QA branch for testing team.
Mm-hmm.
So the testing team will their work, and if everything is fine, and then we will release in the test environment by QA team. Then after we will everything it is fine. We will merge into the main branch, so that main branch will deploy in the production.
Okay. So, main branch is nothing but a UAT branch or another prod parallel branch.
Yeah, it is a user interface. Yeah, UAT branch.
Okay. Okay. 1 minute. Yeah. Okay, fine. So here, let me ask you one scenario-based questions.
Yeah.
So we have a 3 members. Just imagine that we have a 3 members or a 10 member. Sorry, don't want 10 members. So let's take it as 3 members. Okay.
Okay.
All 3 members are working with some different changes with the same file, and whenever you wanted to take this code into the production or any other branch, for example, testing branch or any other branch,
Yeah.
so how are you going to test? I mean, how are you going to take this data from all 3 members' data into the one branch? And what are all the issues going to arrive when it comes to this scenario?
Yeah. Yeah. So these 3 members belong to the only one team, like testing team or development team. We
No,
can consider.
take it as a development team only.
Okay, development team. Okay, understood. 3 members are working on the same. So initially they
Different
have the
changes. Listen, my question.
yeah.
Different changes. I mean, like for example, take it as you and me. You are
Okay.
working on a different changes. I am working on a different changes. Other person is also working on a different changes, but file is same.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Same file.
Same file, but we are working on a different changes. So I mean, all three need to all 3 members code need to take it into the higher level branches. So how are you going to
Yeah.
take? What are the issues going to arrive?
Yeah. If yeah, 3 people are working on same file. They will push the code like one by one. So
Mhm,
initially, they have at a time, same time they can't push their code.
mhm,
If they happen, some conflicts will occur. So if one is pushing the code to the GitHub, another should will be wait because some conflicts will occur.
mhm.
And yeah, we will they have some feature branch or so if you push the code, the next person need to take the pull the code before he pushing to the environment, before pushing to the GitHub.
Mm-hmm.
So uh, if you push the code and I will take the pull, so I will get the latest changes.
Mm-hmm.
Then I will push the code. Then there will be no conflicts in this scenarios.
Mm-hmm.
And reviewing all changes is reviewing code, and we can see in the history, git history,
Mm-hmm.
and we can check the code reviews also. Then there will be no issue.
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. So when it comes to the Git, have you worked on UI based Git or CLI based Git?
I worked on both, like CLI when I yeah, both. Mostly when we write the Docker files or these things, I used CLI only. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
For
So,
UI based, I used GitHub to check the code reviews and to manually merging the code.
mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
Okay, great. Great. Okay. When it comes to the code CLI based Git, what I mean, like you have been explained that
Mm,
you've been working on CLI as well.
yeah.
So it comes to the code push or something like that. For example, you wanted to start working on new changes. What was the first step or first command you are going to use? And also when you completed your work, what is the command you are going to use to push the code?
Yeah,
First,
yeah, sure.
first, you can explain me before starting your work, what is the command you are going to use to take your central repository to your local repository?
Yeah, yeah.
And later on, your work is completed. What is the command you are going to use to push your changes from your local repository to central repository?
Sure, sure. Got it. So initially I want to work on particular repository. So I will copy the repository ID. So I will come to my local system. So there I will open the Git bash or any VS Code, any terminal. So there I will type git space clone and that I copy the repository ID.
Mm,
So then after getting that, I will for reconfirmation, I will git pull. I will do the git pull to
mm,
get the latest changes, and so I will switch the branch, like git branch name. So I
mm,
will switch the branch. So where exactly I need to work on that specific branch.
mhm,
So I will create my files like by using, if it is Linux touch command, I will create the files, and then I created one file. So
mm,
this file I need to push to the repository GitHub. So I will first command is git add,
mhm,
and git add space dot refers to the current directory. Then the second command is git space commit hyphen m and the commit name, and then git push origin and branch name.
mhm. Perfect. Okay.
Yeah.
So, uh, so here, what is the difference between the central repository and what is we call
Look,
central repository and fetch repository? What is the difference between there will be having a fetch repository, right?
yes, yes.
Uh, so, I only forgot that name. Okay, yeah,
Okay, central repository.
central repository and one more is there, fetch repository or something like that. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Tell me, what is the difference between pull and fetch?
Okay, git pull and fetch. Okay. Uh, when we actually the git pull command, it will give the latest changes. So we already cloned a project
Mhm,
from GitHub. So
mhm,
if we type the git pull, so we will get the latest changes and it will merge to our current code.
mhm,
So where get fetch is it will only download the latest changes from the remote repository,
mhm. Okay.
and it will update the remote tracking branches. It does not change my code. So that is a different.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay, great. I got to know. I remember that. Now, what is the difference
Mm,
between a central repository and fork repository?
okay. Uh, yeah, central repository is actually where uh, the owner is created in the GitHub.
Mhm,
Fork repository is, suppose you are the owner of the one repo. So I forked it to my GitHub, my account.
Mhm.
So that is the difference.
What
Central is the
what was
owner.
that? I mean, like, what is the difference? Like, when you have a major central repository only, why we need a fork?
Because if we fork the repository, so we can work on that repository, so we
Mm,
can do some changes. So initially, if we the central repository,
mhm,
until you are the owner, right? So you need to give the access. So it is a main shared repository
mhm,
owned by the team or organization.
mhm,
So I'm if I the new uh, outsider or new thing.
mhm,
So even the teammates also, we can also fork to that repository to our account.
mhm.
So where if we fork the repository, we can make the changes, and we can then raise a pull request for the
Okay.
central repository. So this model is mainly used in open source projects, like when we want to contribute something.
Okay. So, so now you have forked your repository and you are
Mm,
created I mean, you have pulled changes from the fork repository to your local workspace, and you're working on that
mm.
repository. And once you complete your changes, I mean, coding, you are going to push the changes into the your fork repository, right?
Yes, yes,
Correct. So
correct.
here, when you merge your changes into from sorry, when you merge your changes from your local workspace into the I mean fork
Fork.
repository, will that reflect in the main repository?
No, no, until it won't reflect. It will the so I push the code to the fork repository.
Hmm.
So then again I need to raise the PR. If I raise the PR only,
Even though if you want to merge your fork repository and the main repository, you need to raise a PR. Huh?
no, no, no.
Hmm.
So I created one files. So I
Mhm,
pushed to my fork repository. For fork repository, I can have the enter access.
mhm, mhm,
So if the same whatever the code, the latest changes in fork repository,
mhm,
I want to merge into the main repository, central repository,
mhm,
then I need to raise a PR request.
mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. Really, do you work with this scenario?
Yeah, yeah. In this, yeah, I worked in this scenario because, yeah, in our organization also many developers will they fork the repository
Mhm,
in few situations, or in other situations the main central repository only will create the separate branches.
mhm.
There also they can clone the repository, central repository. They will work on that.
Okay. Okay.
Depends on the situation. Yeah.
Great. No problem. That's great to hear that. Okay, then let's move on to the next tool, which was a CI/CD Jenkins and GitHub Actions you have been worked on, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Have you get a chance to configure a CI/CD?
Yeah. Like configure, like mainly building. I mean, from the scratch.
Yes, I mean to say that
Hmm.
uh, like complete setup, like CI/CD setup.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Sure. Yeah. I
Yeah.
worked.
Yeah, can you please explain me what all the steps contain in CI/CD? Like what are the steps you need to follow to successfully create a CI/CD
Yeah. Sure.
pipeline? Yeah.
Pipeline. Yeah. So initially we will take one Linux or Windows VM. So in
Mm,
that VM, we need to install the prerequisite is Java, and
mhm,
then we install the by step the Jenkins installation. So
mhm,
after working, we will get dashboard and we will log in through the admin portal. So we will here will have a different types of pipelines. One is for scripted pipeline, and one is for multi project. We
mm,
need to select the project in the Jenkins dashboard, and so if you take the scripted pipeline, so we need to write the stages one by one. So for this, we will integrate so many tools like Git, Maven, and other things, Sonar Cube, Docker, Kubernetes. So we need to initialize the plugins.
okay.
So whatever the required plugins, as per our project requirement, we will install the plugins.
Mhm,
So the first stage is source stage. Here we will configure the Git, and second stage is the build stage. The code is compiled and packed, and then third stage we will configure code quality and security checks,
mm,
SonarQube, and the fourth one is testing. So we will integrate some unit test and integration test, and then fifth one is we can create some Artifactory Docker Hub or Nexus, and then the deployment part. Here we will integrate as a dev and QA, and blue green deployments. Here we configure the strategies, and finally the monitoring. We'll configure the monitoring things. So these are the several steps we'll include in the CI/CD pipeline.
Okay. So when it comes to monitoring, you have been told me that you have been configured a monitoring also in a Jenkins. What are the
Yeah,
things you are going to configure for monitoring in Jenkins?
yeah. In Jenkins, we configured Prometheus. So before configuring in the CI/CD pipeline,
Mm-hmm.
I installed the Prometheus plugin
Mm-hmm.
to Jenkins. Then after CI/CD in the stages, I written the monitoring Prometheus script.
Mm, okay.
Yeah,
So Prometheus script is nothing but you are going to what exactly you are going to do with the Prometheus script in the Jenkins?
yeah, exactly means yeah in the stage six or five something stage.
Mm,
So there we will write the stage,
mm,
and we'll configure yeah for so whatever the deployment is happened, the job successful or not.
mm-hmm.
So we will configure the Grafana also, the Grafana dashboard
No, no, no,
IP
no.
address.
Pranay. See, I'll tell you one thing. The CI/CD is nothing but continuous integration, continuous
Continuous
deployment.
deployment.
Till today, I never heard a monitoring part in the CI/CD. You have been explained the monitoring part, so that's why I'm very crazy to hear the answers from you. What are the
Okay.
things you are going to do it in the CI/CD for monitoring part? Because
Oh,
I know Grafana, you have
yeah.
to create. I mean, you have to install this applications in some of the servers, or you have to create a dashboard, Grafana dashboard, and you need to install in all the agents in the respective host, and you need to get the metrics from that, and you need to display those metrics in the dashboard. All these things I am aware of it, but I have never explained. I mean, till today I have 12 or 12.5 years of experience in DevOps, and till
Okay.
today
Okay.
I have been not used
Yeah.
these things in Jenkins. That's where I am just
No,
curious.
no, no. No, my point is not exactly in Jenkins. So where we deployed the Kubernetes, right? In the Kubernetes servers, we will install the Grafana and
Mhm.
those things.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mainly,
not exactly in the pipeline. Yeah, yeah,
okay.
only
Then
job
we
successful
need to,
failure to
yeah. Then
build.
we in this scenario we need to exclude the monitoring part when it comes.
Yes, exactly. Till the deployment part.
Great. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Just I forgot. Hmm. I was
here,
ending the flow.
so I am going to ask you the scenario-based question here as well.
Yeah.
So sometimes what happened, you're working on some new changes and you have completed your changes and you merged your changes into the central repository.
Okay.
Soon after you have merged your changes into central repository, the build job should trigger automatically, right?
Yes, exactly.
What is the reason? What is the connectivity or reason in between Jenkins and the Get to trigger a build? You understand my question?
Yeah, yeah. So after the developer push the code successfully, so Jenkins job need to trigger.
Yeah, that's what we
Hmm.
used to do, right? Continuous integration, continuous deployment is
Yes, exactly. Yeah. Whenever
nothing
there
but
is a new
whenever
push.
we have a push, it should
Hmm.
automatically do all the things, build and deploy automatically. That is the work. That is the reason we use CI/CD here. So
Yes.
I just wanted to understand from you what connectivity we are using in between the Jenkins and the Git repository to trigger a build.
Sure. Got it. So the main thing, the integration part start with the GitHub credentials and webhooks.
Mhm.
So with this, the pipeline will trigger, and uh, it will start the building process.
Okay.
We'll give the GitHub credentials,
Mhm.
and then webhooks. By using webhooks, so it will
Good,
trigger.
good. Okay,
Yeah.
the main part is the webhooks where
Yes.
GitHub will interconnect with the.
Hmm.
That's great. Okay, fine. Let's go to the next point. So once the build job is triggered, for some reason the build got failed and it got stopped in the middle. What was the reason?
If
How
the
do you
yeah, the build is got stuck,
build got
and
stopped because of some reason?
yeah. The reasons Yeah, we have we need to check the one reason like the space issues.
Mhm.
Yeah, and one more thing is mm, the configuration. If we missed anything, the failed uh, like the environment. We need to check the environment.
So my question is, soon after your build job failed, what action you are going to take?
Yeah, actually, if the build job is failed, we'll get some notifications
Mm-hmm.
from SNS by if we are using AWS.
Mm-hmm.
So immediately we need to check why it is. We need to check the Jenkins log. So
Mm-hmm.
why it is failed exactly?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if in the mid-weight blocks, uh, it will we will get an alert to the team. We will, as a DevOps team, we will get an alert and we will check the logs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay, where exactly you're going to check the logs?
yeah. In the Jenkins dashboard, we'll go to the if you open that pipeline, so we'll get no in the build. Uh, After opening the project, the Jenkins project, there we can able to see the logs, the
Oh,
last build logs.
okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Great. Okay, let's go to the another steps. When you try to build, which tool you are going to use to build the code?
I use Docker to build the code. We need Docker.
Which code you are using for your for
Uh,
currently which code you are using?
yeah, Java based code.
So your code is Java and you are going to use the Docker to build. Is that correct?
No, before Docker we will use Maven to get the var file.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so for Docker also we use for Python and a Node.js based project.
Mm-hmm.
For that project we use Docker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here, how the Maven will understand to build the code and uh, how to I mean like build the code with the prospective libraries.
Yeah, the Java will understand. So
How
um,
the Maven will understand.
yeah, yeah. We will write the file pom.xml. So
Uh-huh.
in that we will give the instructions for the Maven, the
Uh-huh.
project details like
Uh-huh.
group ID or artifact ID.
Uh-huh.
By pom.xml, it will the Maven will understand. So it
Uh-huh.
will build the code.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
Okay. Great. So here, what was the target you are going to define to build the code?
yeah. We will get the package called .var or .var file.
No, no, no. Target you need to define it some target, right, to build
Yeah,
pack.
target. Yeah, yeah. After building, we'll give the target like uh, slash var. We'll give the directory, the target.
No, 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 Pranav.
No,
I think you got confused. You are answering for deploying the WAR file into the location. That's what you are answering. My
yeah, yeah,
question is, before start the build job, it will check for a target, right? We have to define some target to the code.
yeah, yeah.
So
Target.
to do the, for example, we need to build the file and we need to do some package and we wanted to do something
Yeah,
new.
yeah, yeah.
We need
Yeah,
to
understood.
provide a target. What was the target we need to provide? Where we need to provide that?
Yeah, we'll provide MVN clean package.
Hmm, okay.
Yeah,
Yeah. Why I'm asking this, because see, only the person who has hands-on experience.
yeah, yeah. Exactly, exactly. Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. These steps are very basic. I know. It's basic. Yeah, yeah. You're asking.
Okay. Okay.
Good, good. No, no issues. Yeah.
So here, whenever you do or whenever you wanted to do CI/CD automation, are you
Mhm.
going to build or define this targets on time or automatic way you have done something?
Automatic way in the pipeline in the stages itself we give an mvn clean install mvn clean package, so
Mm,
these steps are all predefined automated.
mhm. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, fine. So now, when it comes to the deployment strategy, so what kind of deployment strategy you are using?
uh, yeah, in Kubernetes the deployment strategy is blue green. blue-green deployment strategy we used.
Currently, you are using blue-green deployment. Why
Blue-green,
we use
yes.
that?
So the main objective behind this, it will give the zero downtime deployment,
Mhm.
zero
Mhm.
downtime.
So how it works, like for example, when it comes to the new future changes and you wanted to deploy, I mean, for example, you got a new changes need to deploy and your container or your image is created with the new
Yeah,
changes and it is going to build a pod or it is going to replicate the pod. So how this blue green happen? Like, will that
yeah,
happen completely? For example, take it as a 10 replica set where we
okay.
have a 10 replica set in a blue and we have a 10 replica set in green, right?
Yes, yes.
So whenever you get a new changes, will that automatically change everything one set, one go, or how it works?
Yeah, it will. Yeah. So as you told example, we have 10 replicas. So so here blue is currently serving the traffic. So here, two identical environments. Like we have the in this strategy, we have two identical environments. So one is blue, one is green. So blue is serving the traffic currently.
Mm,
Uh, so and if alt 10 replicas new versions are came.
mm,
So so here new version is came.
mm,
So until the new version is going to replace,
mm,
so both environments are running
mm,
and users are not impacted, and the blue is currently serving, it is running
mm,
running state. So the both environments are running, the new replicas are deployed, and if it is everything is running fine in
mm,
green, so both are running successfully and it will validate, then after it will switch the traffic from blue to green.
mm. So
Yeah,
basically, what you are trying to explain was that whenever you get a new changes,
yeah,
it will affect all the changes into the
green
green cluster.
environment,
Yeah,
exactly.
green cluster. Then later on, it will automatically route the traffic into the green
Yeah,
cluster.
before green is tested with the internal URLs,
Okay.
not the direct public traffic, and
Okay.
health checks and smoke test application and DB connectivity checks. Then after it will switch the traffic.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
So when it comes to the blue-green deployment strategy, haven't you control the pod testing capability? For example, there is a some scenario based, like when you want to deploy a new changes, don't want to create a 6 or 10 complete pods. First, should be created a 5% of or of 50% of pods, give the traffic to the 50% of pods, then check the validate the UI. If everything is working fine, then create a other 50%, like that you have not done anywhere.
Yeah, yeah. So if you want to deploy the new things to the particular pods, so we
Mm.
can use in that scenario node affinity, node selector. We have a scenario like node selector. So we can uh,
Node selector, node affinity, it will come in some other different scenario, not in this
but
scenario.
mm,
No,
but
okay,
your
fine,
question,
fine. You have
yeah,
explained me, right? You can
yeah,
explain how are you going to work with the node affinity or node definer?
yeah. Suppose if you want to deploy the one pod in one node,
Mm,
so so we will select the node by using node selector.
mm,
So we will deploy that particular node in that.
mm,
We will deploy the particular pod in that particular node.
mm,
So by using node selector, we'll select the node
mm.
and we'll deploy the new pod in that particular node.
Okay. So when
Yeah,
it comes to the blue-green deployment, you already using node, right? I mean, blue node and the green node.
yeah, yeah. Blue and green. Yes.
Okay. Then why you are telling that node affinity? I mean, like, I just wanted to understand, like, how frequently you are going to deploy and how much you
Hmm.
are going to deploy, how much code you are going to deploy when it comes to the new feature changes.
Yeah. For
See, I'll tell you my
yeah.
example, what I will do. So in my experience, what I would do is like when the new changes have been arrived, we are not going to tell replica set for a green
Mm,
deployment to create a 10 pods. We what
mm,
we used to do, just create a 3% of pods, route the
mm.
traffic. If everything is working fine, then create a all 10 pods. Otherwise, if any issues arrived in the 3 pods, I mean 3% of pods, then
Okay.
route back the network to the old one, which is blue, which was
Mm.
good.
Initial.
Yeah. So in this way, we are going to control the deployment. So I am expecting from you these answers, like how are you going to deploy the things or control the issues to
Okay.
arrive when it comes to the go live. Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
fine. No problem. If you don't know also in future, you can explain someone who wants to, I mean, when it comes to the deployment strategy, you can explain me someone explains to work like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. Got it.
Okay, fine.
Mm.
Okay, so when it comes to the deployment, how are you going to manage the secrets?
Yeah. Yeah. The secrets will be managed by using etcd. In etcd, we'll store the secrets.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And how are you going to apply, I mean, use those secrets when you're going to create an new pods or new things, new changes?
Yeah. Yeah. I will use those secrets when we are executing the deployment files.
Deployment files. So you are going to
Yeah.
define the secret in the deployment file.
No. We not define in the deployment file. So
Mhm.
we'll define the secrets in the etcd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that I understood. You are going to
Okay.
define the secrets in the etcd, but
And
we need that secrets, right? When
yeah. Yeah.
we have to spin up a new image or new parts, we need that secret. For example, take it as a some new changes need to connect a database and database password needed, and you are stored your database password in the secrets. And when you spin up a application or when you spin up any new image, you need that password to interconnect in between database and the application, right?
Yes. Yes.
That time you need that secret, right?
Yes. Yes. Yeah.
That
Got it.
how are you going to provide that secret when you creating the new deployment?
Yeah, for new deployments, we used AWS Secret Manager also.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in the stateful set. So we will define the databases.
Mm-hmm.
In the stateful set, we will define the configure the database things, and whenever the new deployment is happening, in few scenarios we store the secrets in AWS Secret Manager. So AWS Secret Manager, it will never hard code. So uh, the application Kubernetes, uh, the workload uh, fetches the secrets at the runtime. Like uh, secrets are stored initially AWS Secret Manager.
Mm.
So when we are in the runtime, it will connect with the databases. Stateful set.
Yeah, whatever you are trying to explain, I understood completely. But my
Okay.
question is, how the Kubernetes know
No.
that to fetch this password?
Okay. Whatever that we stored in the AWS
Correct.
credentials.
Correct. See, we have, for example, we have a multiple environment, multiple passwords, right?
Yes. Yes.
For
Yes.
example, take it as a DB UAT or DB dev, the DB UAT, DB prod, DB
Hmm.
other environment. So I wanted to fetch the proper password. We if the D when we product deploying the production environment and when we fetch the dev DB password, then it will be issue, right?
Yeah.
The application will not connect into the DB, right?
Yes. Yes.
It needs production DB password.
Hmm.
So how you are going to know, make or sync in between password, I mean secrets and the deployment?
Yeah, yeah. So while we are deployment in deployment file also we can mention the DB password, not directly. So it will communicate when we are deploying the something database or in MySQL anything. So it will communicate in the deployment file. It will itself will give the DB, and it will password is not directly encoded. So it will communicate with that AWS secret manager. So while we're writing the deployment file for any new DBs or existing DBs, so it will communicate with the deployment file. Whatever the thing in the deployment file will write DB password,
Mm,
and it will communicate with the AWS secret manager. So exact, and it is environment based secret mapping. So
mhm,
we can that strategy we can follow here. Like each environment has its own secret, as you told. So
mhm,
the deployment knows the environment.
mhm,
Like here, no hard coding and no manual switching also.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
The
Okay.
secret manager only will give the directory dev/app db
Mhm.
and credentials like that.
Okay, perfect. Let's go
Yeah.
to the one more tool, Terraform. So how do you rate
Hmm.
yourself for the Terraform out of
Yeah,
5?
Terraform. Yeah, Terraform 3.5 out of 5.
Great, great. What are the
Yeah.
commands you have been used in Terraform?
Yeah, in Terraform, starting with the Terraform init, Terraform plan, Terraform apply, Terraform destroy.
Okay. So when on which scenario we are going to use the Terraform destroy?
Like we currently some resources are we are not using currently. Some VMs are we created.
Mm,
Some databases are we created long back, and present from last 1 month onwards we are not using.
mm,
So it is no use of that resources. So we can, by using Terraform destroy, we can delete the resources currently which are not used.
mm.
Okay.
Okay, fine, fine. What is the use of, I mean, like when you run a Terraform init, what exactly it will happen?
Yeah. So initially the Terraform will communicate with the our cloud provider.
Mm,
Yeah. Whatever it is, GCP or AWS.
mm,
So it will create one directory, and it will configure the where state file,
mm,
and it will communicate the provider, and it will download. It fetches with the AWS or GCP, and it
mm.
will initialize the models like
Okay.
child modules or anything.
Okay. Let's go to the another scenario-based question. So try just imagine that today you got a requirement to create in three new servers, three new buckets,
Okay.
and unfortunately tomorrow you are on off. And
Hmm.
I came to the office and I created a three new buckets from the console.
Hmm.
And tomorrow, I mean, day after tomorrow, you come and you are trying to apply your changes. What was the error you are going to get? And to how do you avoid these buckets to create, and uh, how do you avoid these buckets to create
Like
on your
without
on your plan? Yeah.
I mean, without Terraform CLI, I need to avoid manual creation, right?
No, 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 no.
Hmm.
See, what? Listen carefully.
Yeah.
So you have a requirement to create a three new instance,
Okay.
three new buckets,
Yes.
and you have all set to go. I mean, like you have written a code to create a three new instance, three new buckets, but
Hmm.
unfortunately, you have not run a plan, and you went
Hmm.
up. You went to
Yeah.
home, and
Home.
tomorrow, day after tomorrow. I mean, like you are not back with the one day, and unfortunately, I created a bucket which is very emergency and needed from the console.
Yes.
And when you are back, you're trying to run the changes. I mean, like whatever you are all set
Hmm.
right, you wanted to run a plan and you have to deploy the infra.
Yeah. Yeah.
And try to deploy infra. What is the error you are going to get, and how do you resolve that error? And how do you avoid creating the buckets, which is already created from console?
Yeah. Yeah. Got it. So whenever I come back, and I will back, and I am creating the whatever the infra. So it will say the buckets are already created, the environment, the VMs are already exist. So in that
Are you sure it will come like that?
like because
Just
uh,
imagine that I have created through the console.
console, yeah. So if you
If you
created with the console, I need to uh, type the command terraform import. By using terraform import, I can communicate whatever the resources you created manually on the console itself.
no, 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 no. See,
Mm,
tell you one thing. I have told you that I have created from the console. That's where you got to know that I have created, right?
yeah.
But you don't know that.
Yeah, okay.
When you
That I
come,
don't know you are created. So
when you come
with
tomorrow, you try to
mm,
apply the changes. What was the error you are going to get? Firstly,
actually, if it is different names or different requirement, then again it will resources will be created because I don't know uh, whatever which name on which name you created,
mm,
what is the storage you created in which environment you created.
mm.
If
No,
the same
no, no, no. Here, the one twist is like we know each other. I mean, like,
the requirement, okay, the
yeah, we
requirement
know
we know
each
from
other
the client.
requirement. I have created a bucket with the same name.
Okay, okay. Then if I am also without I don't know you created that resources, so I'm back to the office, I'm creating with the
Mm,
terraform plan,
mm.
so I will get the option like infra is already existed
No, you will not get.
because
Just to think clearly, I have did a, have created a resource from the console.
console, yeah,
If you want to get this kind of output, the state file should have all these updates.
yeah,
Correct, right?
correct,
When you have these updates in your state file, then you get this error. What you
yeah, yes, exactly, because you created manually, so
mm,
the state file is not updated.
mm.
But with the same name, with same requirement, the infra is also not. It won't create, right?
Correct,
So that's
correct. You will get some error. That
yeah.
error I am
Okay.
expecting. What kind
Okay.
of error you are going to get?
Okay. Error. Okay. Infra can't be created like that because um, the even though the state file is not updated,
Mm,
and the error we get because the same names are created. So after applying the terraform plan,
mm,
obviously it will mismatch
mm,
and we'll get error like acquiring the state like state lock.
mm. Okay, fine. No problem. Actually, you will not get any error when you try to apply the plan. It will apply the plan into the state file, so that state file when you try to run a plan, right? So
Yeah,
state
yeah,
what happened exactly was the code will going to store it in your state file, where state file later compare between your code and the resource. So resource and the state file, I mean code, your code has a
yeah,
same name buckets.
same.
So it thought, okay, fine, I don't have an update already. This person is pushing the updates for update, and I need to store that update, and it will not create the bucket. It will create only resource. You will not
Resource.
get any error.
Okay. Yeah, got it. Understood. So because
Okay.
already is infra is created, it will communicate with the state file and
Mm,
no error we will get.
correct.
Yeah,
So
yeah, no, I
because
understood.
see, already, I mean, like if you are created a buckets with a different name, then you will get a different error.
Hmm.
But I have created with the same name. That's where you will not get any error.
Error.
The actually it will. I mean, where the bucket needs to create, right? It will avoid to create.
Hmm.
Only server will going to create.
Yes.
And later on, to avoid this kind of issues, what are you going to do? I mean, I
Yeah.
mean to say, now you got headache, and why you're trying to understand what is happening. I don't want this to happen once again. Like this,
Hmm.
you come up with the scenario, and you fed up with the scenario, and you wanted to do something. Means, what else you wanted to do to avoid this kind of issues?
Like the person who created the created the resources uh, uh, manually, uh, either he should update in the Terraform, or other person should not create the any resources. We can log the state file, so we
Hmm.
can by using IAM service we can give the certain permissions.
Hmm.
The
Yeah,
other persons can't create the any resources.
yeah,
We can
perfect.
log
Your
the we can
answer
log
is
the
correct.
state file. Yeah, we
Yeah,
can log.
perfect. Your answer is correct, but little bit correct.
Okay,
We
we
don't
can.
want to use any IAM permission and everything because
Yeah,
everyone need a permission. The only thing
yeah,
is
yeah.
that you need to enable the state lock.
State log. Yeah.
So what happened when someone is working on through the Terraform, no one needs to pull or do the changes from the console or anywhere else.
Yes.
Okay,
The
fine.
state log should be
One
enabled.
last,
Yes.
sorry.
The state log should be enabled. Yes. That's.
Yes, correct.
Yeah. Good.
Okay. One last question for Terraform. Okay. So when you're trying to same scenario, you're creating a 3 buckets, 3 new
Okay.
servers, and tomorrow I come to you and tell you, hey Pranav, I don't want to create a new service, new servers, only create a new buckets.
Okay.
So now all the codes are being ready and you're about to push the changes. But
Hmm.
while you're pushing, you need to avoid creating the servers. You need to create only buckets.
Yeah.
So what what kind of what technology you are going to use to achieve this?
Uh, yeah. Our requirement is only to create the buckets. So
Hmm.
simply we can before pushing only we can delete
Yeah,
the.
you don't have some more time to do the code change.
Okay. 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 Like
With
we don't have time to delete that
you
server.
don't have time and you need to immediately create a buckets, and you have to avoid creating a servers.
Okay. Uh, that we can exclude, like we can give count is equal to 0, suppose we are created. Simply we
No,
can give, we can skip the that creation by
how
giving the
how
count.
do you skip that? Yeah, your answer is correct. We need to
Yeah.
skip that. We need to skip what? How do you skip that?
Suppose in the bucket creations we give count 3. In the in VMs
Hmm.
creating file, there we can give count is equal to 0, so no infra will be
Don't have
created.
a time to do the code changes, right?
Code changes. Okay. Okay.
See, you
That is
want you
also.
to make this 0, then you need to do the code changes, then submit CL, PR, approve. They
Yeah.
will take like 1 day time. You don't have
Yeah.
much.
Yeah. Okay, just we need to push the code.
Push the
uh,
code, ignore creating the server.
yeah, ignoring. um, like yeah, in the same file we can give the destroy also, right? That is
Hmm.
also not enabled, right?
Okay,
Yeah,
I'll tell.
that.
So there is an option called target where whenever you push the changes, you can give the target to create. For example, obviously everything we are going to manage by the modules, right? So
Yeah.
whenever you create a module, whenever you do some changes or you are creating some infra based on the modules only, it will create. So what we can do, hyphen, when you give a plan, after the plan, you can give hyphen target, specify the target name which need to
Yeah.
ignore. So now we need to avoid the servers. So we can give specify the server module name in the target so that it will ignore those servers, only create the buckets.
Yeah. Yeah. Good. Good. Yeah, we can use Terraform apply hyphen target
Yeah.
equal to the module name.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, no, yeah.
Okay. Fine. I have completed with the Terraform. Let's me time. Oh, time is also finished. Okay. Hmm. Okay. I have done with from my side. Anything else you wanted to ask me?
Yeah, like I know the current project you're working on. Can you tell? So, what is the project domain you're currently working on?
I am working on Google project
Google.
currently.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm working as a cloud architect, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm working since from 7 years in the Google
Okay.
only. So When it comes to your things, I don't know which project you have been tagged,
Okay, okay.
because we don't have that such information.
Understood.
Anything
Mm.
else you want to ask?
Nothing fine. Definitely, I will improve on these all things. The small, minute things. Mm.
No worries. I mean, like, you have a experience, but the thing is that
Mm.
when it comes to the areas, you need to be. I mean, like, how much years of experience you have?
Yeah, in Google Cloud, I have 2 years, and initially, total 4 years of experience in cloud. 2 years on AWS, 2 years on GCP,
Okay.
and this Terraform also have like one plus years of experience.
Mhm. Basically,
Kubernetes and
your current organization, what are the areas you have been touched in when it comes to the Terraform? Like, what are the things you have been done using Terraform in your current organization?
yeah, in my current organization, I'm not using Terraform. Before, previously in Abilio, 1 year I worked with the Terraform.
What are the things you
The,
have done?
yeah, mainly creating the infra and
Okay.
deleting the infra,
Okay.
and yeah, creating the VPCs and subnets levels,
Okay. Is that
servers.
CLI based or UI based?
Yeah, CLI only. Most of the for we use CLI only for that entire project. CLI for other projects we used console itself for
Okay.
an entire project based on client requirement and our senior managers. We
Mhm.
worked on Terraform with CLI only.
Okay. 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 Perfect.
Yeah,
Perfect. Yeah, nice talking to you. I'm done with your interview. I'm going to share the feedback with the chat.
yeah,
Anything
yeah,
if you want to ask, you can
mm,
ask. You have a, oh, you're done. Our time is done.
yeah. Almost 1 hour.
Okay,
No worry.
fine. Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, thank you, Lakshit. Yeah,
No problem. Bye bye.
yeah. Bye. Thank you.